Boys, welcome back to another episode of the Road to Glory Halfback, I guess, slash superstar mode now, since we're switching over to Madden. Today we got week 1 of the regular season, and our first game, as you can see with Justin Herbert standing there, is against the Los Angeles Chargers. It should be a pretty good game. It's our first official start in the NFL. Debut game, and it's against a division rival. Let's see if we could score a few touchdowns here and get our career off to a hot start. Now, they do have Bosa on one side and Khalil Mack on the other side, so it's not the best for us. But division rival should be a huge first game. I didn't know who our first game was going to be against. I will definitely take it against the Chargers. Run number 2. We were able to get the first. So even though they have two behemoths on either side of the line, we start pretty good. Obviously, going to keep running it with me. Going to be selfish here. Every play call is a run call. A little bit of patience. Didn't go that far, though. Only 3 yards gained. And I guess you go for verts. Add in a pass here and there. Not too often, but get to me. Oh, that should have gone to me. Just saying, I was open. I could do verts again. Is that what we think's best for us with Gardner Minshew out here? Yeah, it is. And look at your boy going all the way down to the 29 to start us off. See? NFL, Madden, knows how to make it superstar mode out here. They are feeding me the rock, and they let me take over a little bit. College football, I don't know if it's because I was on Heisman or what, but I felt like I was doing nothing half the time. I was kind of just, taking my reps and just waiting for the moment. All my freaking, all my red zone reps got to the running back 2 to steal my touchdowns, which is fun. Love that happening all the time. Like I said, I think we scored the same amount of touchdowns in the preseason than I did in college. And Minshew gets demolished right off the bat. 4th and 15. So that's going to end our first drive. Not too terrible, not great. Didn't get any points, but we touched the ball like 8 out of the 9 plays. So we'll definitely take that. Got 20 yards after the catch. How many rushing yards we got? We're going to run some more. We got 4 rushes for 15 yards. Let's keep going back to it. We somehow got 3 last drive. I didn't realize we were that close enough. And I fumbled right off the bat. What did I say? I believe I said it in the last episode, where we know Jonathan Brooks has a fumbling problem and I don't want to fumble. What are we doing? I just fumbled. So we know we got to upgrade my carrying ASAP. That's lame. And they go and get a touchdown off of it. I have a season record of 900 rushing yards. Is that what that said? I believe that's what it said. And it says I have 13 rushing yards, even though the top right's showing me 15. Just going to run it up the gut and try not fumbling this time, I guess. Let's do a zone toss. I don't know the good running plays for this year's Madden, so I'm kind of just testing things out. And it's a hold, so that one's coming back. Rough start so far to this first. And that holding was on Jackson Powers Johnson, who we just traded for in Panthers franchise. Hopefully that doesn't happen too often in Panthers franchise. And man, I can't get anything going. Oh, we lost big yards. It's 3rd and 18. What are you guys doing? Who are you blocking for? There's 0 blocks. This defense is just eating us. 6 rushes, 15 yards. D+ grade. And Minshew gets it to Tay Adams, though. That's a huge gain. Tay has the speed to get it a touchdown, too. So we take our lead back. Bad drive from your boy, but good drive from the offense. And I will take that, personally. I'd rather win a Super Bowl than play outstanding. Come back in for drive number 3. We didn't get the extra point, but they didn't get any points, so. And another fumble. I might have to switch sliders if it's going to be like that. I don't know what my carrying stat is, but that's too many fumbles already. That's 2 in the first half. I don't care if my carrying's a 70. Like, it shouldn't fumble that much. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you guys feel about that, but I definitely feel like the fumbling is a little off. And I've been saying this. I said this at the start of my Madden franchise, I'm pretty sure. Maybe it was even the start of my Dynasty. I don't know. But the way they do their difficulty settings is really just increase how much you turn the ball over, right? So it's if you're a quarterback, you throw more stupid interceptions that tip off of like 6 people, or if you're a running back, obviously you fumble it. Like I feel like that's the only way they do their settings. Minshew's kind of firing right now. He's not throwing to me, but he is firing. We're on a 2-minute drill, so I haven't got a run yet. I'm actually going to throw one in here. Read option. He might not give it to me. He does, and I get 0 yards. Our offensive line is trash, or I'm trash, or both. 2nd and 10, a minute 35 and counting. I would love to get out here to block for him, but I could not. Gardner has 150 yards passing already. That is pretty nice. Definitely winnable games if he does that every time. I know it's not the most passing yards, and I just gave up a big old block to Khalil Mack. We're going for it on 4th and 2. I don't know if this is smart. You have, like, I don't know if you guys could hear the announcers, but that's very makeable field goal try. And I swore he caught that, but I guess it's incomplete. So, Chargers ball. They didn't score and we got a minute left. So, of course, it wants us to pass, but I'm just going to run it. Can I please not bounce off of every offensive lineman in every game ever of all time? Holy moly, man. I can never get past the first line because I get tackled by my own lineman. Definitely shouldn't have called for that ball, but we'll take it, and we'll take our first time out. We got 3 of them. We don't need to be stingy here. We got 40 seconds left. And I'm back at wide receiver here. Haven't been there in a while. Probably should take another timeout here, but we're going to let the clock run a little bit. And Gardner, man. I don't know. I don't know if we can win this game. It's looking all right. It's looking promising. He's completing his passes. I just wish I could run a little bit better. 10 rushes for 20 yards is trash. Hey, I get a reception, and we're down to the 41, but we have to take our last time out. So now we really need to be disciplined here with going to the edges, going to the corners, going to the sideline. There we go. It's to me on the sideline, and I caught it. I think we're in field goal range now. Do a little bench swing. And I think we should be able to be good for a field goal here unless we do something stupid like get it inside without going out of bounds, which he almost did right there, but we are definitely in field goal range now. And they're going to take us off the field and hit that field goal, it looks like. First drive of the second half, and we got a 2-point lead. Got way more yards than the Chargers do so far, but I would like to add some rushing yards to this. I spun Derwin out, but that was only 2 yards. Like, we need another big game. I get the preseason should be easier, but we were, working in the preseason. We had yards galore. There we go. See, that's what I'm looking for, and don't fumble it either. I'll take that. If we get like 70 to 100 yards per game is kind of where I want to be. For a rookie, I could take slightly less, but I don't want to do that every time. I didn't even get a control in that entire time. Like, he just immediately ran into the guy. There we go. Nice spin move, and we get a good 6-yard gain. And then we'll do a little slip screen. Screens aren't as good in this Madden, but hopefully if I'm the running back, I can make them work. I can definitely make it work. It definitely works better than when I'm using the entire team. And that was pretty good. We'll definitely take that. Season milestone, get 5th catch. That's an interesting milestone to have. Running the ball again. Got to have a little bit of patience, but nothing opens up. I don't know if you guys can, have a better running lane for me. To run the ball, I kind of need to be able to get through the offensive line, and you guys aren't letting that happen. Okay, they want me to go right there. I'm going straight to there where they're saying. Gain of 2. Like, this is abysmal. Abysmal running performance. But we are at 44 yards. Which sucks for 16 rushing attempts, but in general, it's not that bad. Oh, I didn't even see that safety up there, and my guy didn't try to go for the catch. This game, man. Holy. What is it even doing? It feels like I am not in control of anything. I remember how at the start of this game I said they're pretty good at making it your career mode? Not anymore. It feels like it's EA Sports career mode. It's not even like other players on my team career mode. It's just EA Sports getting in the way of everything. But come back, 4 minutes left in the game. Up 5. Not going to me, of course. And it's only a gain of 1. What are we doing? Boys, what in God's name are we doing here? 2nd and 9. For the love of God. What are you doing, dude? See that? He's not blocking. They are not blocking. I'm being stubborn. I'm running every single time until I get 10 yards. If we lose the game, who cares? I'm done with it. I need you guys to learn how to block. Look at that. 0 blocking from anybody. Yeah, you deserve this punt, Raiders. Jesus criminy, you guys suck. What is even going on? Offensive line, I got plus 10 blocking from them. And they still aren't doing jack. What are we doing? Cheat inside zone? We could try it. Let's go, boys. Running it. Okay, we got through the line, and we got gain of 7. It's our second best run of the day. Which is atrocious. And the fact we can't get past our own offensive line, I don't know if you guys know this, not a good recipe for success. I know, it's kind of shocking. You need to get past the line of scrimmage to have success. Can't do that with this offensive line the way they're playing currently. But here we go. We could push it to the edge, and 1st and 10, baby. Probably should have stayed in bounds so we had a 2-minute warning and we could just chew the clock, but I ain't that smart. Sometimes I'm the problem. It's not always EA. But we did get to 61 rushing yards, although that thing just brought up 70. And I get a catch. 2nd and 5, 2-minute warning. Okay, now I believe we're just going to be chewing the clock this entire time, so perfect time for me to get some yards. And there we go. We could go up the middle for a few yards. 4 yards. That's all we need. And we get crunch time XP, which I think one of these days I'm going to be playing offline, just getting my 2 times XP token. Also, that guy was clearly offsides. And I was able to dive for the first down. What a dog. We're going to keep giving the ball to me, though. We're not going to let Gardner Minshew get in victory formation. I'm a ball hog. We know this. That guy tackled me without even looking at me. Like, what is this game? I can't tell if it's my alignment, me, or the game. Who's at fault here? And that's going to do it. We're chewing the clock. We're going to do one more run and play. And we get like 6 yards, 7 yards. And that is game we win 15-10. Win first game of the season. We are now undefeated. Let's go on to game 2. Got some more skill points here, and although it's not the most glamorous move, we're upgrading our carrying after last game. 2 fumbles in the first half. We now have a bronze secure carrier. So that's good. Go to abilities. Do I have to attach it? Oh, yeah, I do here, huh? Okay, so probably don't want that now. For now. But maybe later we'll add it when we get some more ability slots. And then our second game, I don't even know who it's against, not gonna lie. Against the Ravens. Game 2 against the Ravens. Should be interesting. Starting with the ball. Let's see if we can get better rushing stats than we did last week. It is a rain game. Interesting to see how that plays out. I had a little media question about it. And we'll just see how we do here. First carry is for like 8 yards, 9 yards. We'll freaking take it. 28 rushes, 83 yards is not good. That is trash. That is averaging like nothing. It's like 3 yards a carry. Let's see if we get to stay with the 10 yards per carry this game. I know we can't, but if we get, like, not negative yards would be nice for once. For once, please, game. I can't. Can I not flip which direction I'm running? Okay. Well, we get the first. The rush is 15 yards. I will definitely take that. Let's keep that going. Let's mix in some more pass than we have been, though, because maybe that's what's costing me. I doubt it, though, because that was only the second play of the game. Good block from me. Other guy, Jacoby Myers, couldn't get out to block his guy. Not my fault, though. Gonna run this pass now. I forgot what the play is called, and I just looked at it. The intelligence is out of this world with me. And he throws it to me, though, so look at that. Get out of bounds at the 37, and we're going to go back to the run game. Inside zone for your boy. I don't know how good their defense is. I know they have Roquan, obviously, who's already stopped me behind the line and stopped me at the line. But other than that, I don't know who their key players are. I don't know how good their defensive line is. Obviously, with our offensive line, or maybe it's just the difficulty of it, we kind of suck. Got good 8 yards there, although I didn't think I was going to be able to get past the line with how that route was looking at the start. Which, you already know how much that annoys me, not being able to run my route. And look at this run. A broken tackle, another broken tackle, and we get all the way... Is that a touchdown? Hey, baby. We got a touchdown. That is way better than it was last week. Our first NFL touchdown is against the Baltimore Ravens. Hopefully that's the first of many. What a good rush that was at the end of last drive. We had like 3 broken tackles and quite a few yards. And look at this. Spin move. And look at that. We are running now, boys. Spin ball. Okay, I like that. I don't mind that. It's a new one, I think. Although, I don't know. I'm really talking about it. Doesn't really matter. But it's the end of the first quarter. We have like 70 rushing yards and a touchdown. So that's way better than last week already. We had 28 rushes for 83 yards last week. And we are currently at 6 for 72. I'm going to switch this to PA deep option or whatever this was called. Because I feel like they were blowing that up. Okay, he doesn't go to me. I thought he was going to be honest. I was pretty open. Loss of 4 yards on that play. So we're going to go back to passing. I'm not going to run it with a 2nd and 14. Ain't happening. Won't do a 3rd and 14. Brock Bowers gets it, who I realized somehow is on the same team as us. I wonder if there's duplicates in the league now because of that. Surely not. Surely they would know better. Also, I noticed something, or thought of something, is that we were in this year's draft class, right? But we had a few years of college. It wasn't like we were one and done in college. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's do an RPO here. Doesn't go to me. But he does get like 6 yards, 7 yards. So we don't need it to go to me if it does that every time. Let's run this halfback toss. I don't know how good it looks. I don't want it to be bad. Obviously, that's a crazy concept. We do get the first. Juke him out of his shoes. And hey man, 7 rushes, 87 yards. This is a much better game than last week. Please don't pass this, Gardner. I'm liking what this line is looking like. He doesn't even give me a chance. He just goes over automatically. We need to start having audibles that are actually run plays for that instead of, you know, giving up the ball to them. Like this one right here, inside zone. 2nd and 6. 2-minute warning. And we get the first. I did not think I was going to get many yards there, but we're kind of cooking right now against Baltimore. 8 rushes, 93 yards. It's 10 more yards and 20 less rushes than last week. And we have a touchdown. Pewter is wanting us to pass like crazy, though. So I guess we'll do that. Oh, man. He just barely got that dive off. If he dove like he did and wasn't able to get to me, that was a touchdown. Unfortunately, it was not how it worked out, though. And we get a gain of 5. 3rd and 5, minute 30 left. Can we get a touchdown? We should get points unless Gardner like makes a mistake here or I somehow fumble it. And I drop it, so it's going to just be a field goal, but not the worst drive. We're doing, like I said, way better than last week. Let's go on to the next drive. We somehow have the ball back with a minute left, but they punt it down to the 3-yard line. See if your boy can get us out of this a little bit. All the way to the 17, and we surpass 100 rushing yards. First time in our career. It's a huge milestone. It's only game number 2. And we are kind of cooking. And Gardner's just going to run with himself when we have one timeout. That was pretty idiotic from him, especially when I feel like had to be a guy open at some point in that play. 4 verts is usually a pretty good play for getting at least a guy open. Don't you dare pass it to me. Just kidding, you passed it to me. And now we got to freaking have hurry-up offense. Come on, boys. Well, Miller's injured. Maybe that stops the clock for us. It does. Okay, kind of got bailed there. Hopefully he's all right, though. And we got another one. Why are you passing in the middle of the field, Minshew? Think about it for a second. Take a time to think about it, and then don't do that next time. Okay? Let's go to the outside. Let's go to the sideline. Let's try and get a field goal here. I'm stuck. And he gets sacked. Okay, so that's probably going to be half. Ravens take a timeout now, and they're going to run it with me for the last play of the half. I will take it. This isn't showing my route now, so I didn't know if it switched it or not. And we get no gain. So, not the greatest of all outcomes there, but we got over 100 yards in one half. That was almost double of what we had last half. That might be triple, actually, of what we had last half. We'll also have 39 receiving yards, which is pretty good. Going to start the half. We're going to go with a counter here. It's 10-7. We got the lead. If we could keep the lead, that'd be great. And that was a terrible run from me. And we still somehow get 2 yards from it. It was awful. I was not doing the great looking. And maybe, I don't know about this. I think I mentioned this as well before, but maybe ball carrier vision like improves blocks or something? Like, is there any actual point of getting ball carrier vision on a user player? Because if not, it's kind of a dumb stat to even have for superstar mode. But if it like increases the blocking, you know, like the gap made by the offensive line, then that would be pretty useful, and you'd probably want to spend your training on that, your skill points, right away. That was a failed drive from us, though. Didn't get really anything going there, but defense holds them to no points. Gotta love that. So we're coming back. Power G here. Can I please get some yards? I'm going to call it right now. I'm going to get gain of 4 yards here. Oh, just kidding. I get blown up. Boys, you're just missing one block every single time. And it's the most important block. I don't know what program they got you on, but it's like the EA devs are playing this. Oh, but look at that. We split one. We're good. We get a first down. That brings us up to 137 rushing yards. That's hot. I'd like to get one more touchdown. I don't need that many more yards, but one more touchdown would be nice if they'd give it to me on the red zone. At a spot I could actually get a touchdown from. You know how I'm not that good running in general, and then red zone's even worse, especially since I don't even get the ball that much. And look at that. They just shed every block instantly. Four minutes left in the fourth, and we're holding on to this lead. We got to be able to expand the lead. But I just can't get any yards. I know that's 2 yards. That's nothing. And it keeps saying missed hole. There was no hole there, brother. No hole that I saw anyway. Maybe I know I'm that bad, but like there was nothing to run to. Why? What is that type of pass and what is that type of catch? This game is actually astonishing how bad it is sometimes. Like not like how do I explain this? Like clunky. How clunky it is sometimes. Not smooth running. And here we go for another big gain. We get the first, or they don't give it to us, but that should be the first. I know that orange line in real life, yellow line in real life, doesn't mean anything, but in the video game, it quite literally is the first down mark, so we should have the first right now. And we bounce one to the outside, but it's coming back for another holding. You'll love to see it. What a good gain that was for no reason. Jackson Powers Johnson again. I swear if he does that in Panthers franchise, I will sue somebody. I didn't get rid of Thielen, one of the most reliable receivers on our team, to get a guy that's going to hold every single time. That's a 2-minute warning, though, and it's not looking good for us. Tie game. They have the momentum, really, and they want to run with me on 3rd and 13. I'm not going to let you guys concede this game like idiots. What are you doing? You're just going to be blocking here, though. Good block from your boy. Gardner, I question you, man. Like, you're trash. You're just so bad, dude. Get out of here. Get me off this field. Somehow they didn't score, even though they have Justin Tucker still, and we are on the 1-yard line, pushed all the way back. This could get ugly. With how many times we've been stopped behind the line, could get ugly, but it's actually the opposite. We get a gain of 6. We were 1 broken tackle away from just pay dirt right there. That was wide open. We're actually going to run this with me again because we're still backed up a little bit. We don't need Gardner taking any stupid sacks. Now that we got the first, though, we can start passing it and try and get our 2-minute drill down and getting at least a field goal to get the win. I'll just be blocking on this one, though, so you won't be seeing this play. Target line for Daniel Carson is the 40-yard line. I don't know if we got what it takes to get him there, but I'll try. Well, they also marked the wrong 40-yard line. Look at that. Classic EA, brother. Classic EA. Brock Bowers doing good. We're going to take a timeout there. I want to save one timeout, so hopefully the game doesn't automatically use that. But I feel like a timeout there isn't the worst. Give it to me. Okay, at least you made it to the dirt. Perfect. You didn't get sacked. That's all we needed from you right there, Gardner. Just don't get sacked here. Got 37 seconds to work with. There should be a seam beater here. And he just gets demolished. Our offensive line, man. Once again, I know I'm a broken record. I don't know if it's the difficulty of the game or what. But our offensive line is garbaggio. But Ravens aren't taking the time out here, so I'm just going to, I'm going to run this ball for sure. I'm going to make sure the clock has no time left, though, when I do run it. Because I want some extra yards, but if I fumble, I'm going to hope and pray they don't return it. 5 seconds left in the game. It's going to go to overtime. Unless a miracle happens here. No miracle. We actually lose 4 yards like an idiot, but overtime, here we come. Game number 2. We're already getting overtime. And we are starting overtime off with the ball. So we have a chance here to win this game. To ice it here. 157 rushing yards. 21 carries. Your boy is a workhorse. And mostly because he's dumb and doesn't know how to run the ball. Gain of 2. But the problem with that is I don't trust Gardner to really throw the ball either. He hasn't been doing too much this game. Our defense has been carrying. And look at the hit sticks in this game, just look so clunky. Did you see that? He just destroyed me. And it was so stuttery. 3rd and 5. Doubt we get this. This is going to be a punt if I've ever seen one. Just kidding, I lied. He got it. And we're down to the 49. We got to get a touchdown here. 2-minute warning, though, already. We're like 5 plays in. Are we still on shoe clock? Or were we ever on shoe clock? I don't think we were ever on shoe clock. Why is the clock going down so quick? Okay, boys. Let's push forward. Give me the blocks. Okay, that one was on me. Should have gone a little bit more to the left. Still got 2 yards, though. So, it's been better than what we've done previously. I need one of you guys to block that guy. Running into teammates lowers my grade. How am I not at an F all the time? Do shock option here. 3rd and 5 again. Give it to me. That should have gone to me. And you threw an interception like an idiot. And your boy gets the tackle. But God, that's probably game. Get me off of this garbage team. Holy cow, Gardner. Throw the football. That's literally your job. Not to the other team either. And they get a touchdown. I don't know how the clock expired and then they scored, but we take the L. Gardner threw for 96 yards. So that's not how you win football games. Don't know if you guys know that, but going on to the third and final game of this episode. Final game of the episode is against the Carolina Panthers, and we have similar overalls, both 80s. And Derek Brown is playing, so the run game isn't going to be as good as it probably would be in real life. Hopefully, we can take advantage of all the other defensive players that aren't as necessarily good. But Shaq Thompson is also going to be a linebacker here, so could be a rough game. I have faith that we get past some of the D tackles and other left end, though. Although I guess Clowney probably plays left end here, huh? So I guess we'll have to see. First drive. 3 minutes left in the first. Running into everybody already. Okay, Gardner, we got to get you fired up here. We got to have some good passing game today. And look at that. Gardner has an X factor, which is interesting to me. But he has my back, so. Minshew, if you're going to have an X factor, please throw it before you get sacked every single time. I don't know if you realize this in the past 2 games. You don't have a line. There's nobody in front of you. There's Derek Brown that I talked about, but we actually just were able to get past him. And I get a clutch first down for us right there. That was looking like a quick and easy 3 and out. Also, Carolina 2-0 on this. And having the lead already. Very interesting, considering we're 1-3 in real life. We have looked good the past 2 weeks. You guys know, I mention this every single time, that the videos are like 3 weeks ahead, so whatever I'm talking about is kind of irrelevant to you already. You know what happens in the future, and I don't. But Andy Dalton's looking solid. We just lost Shaq Thompson for the rest of the season, which sucks. But, what can you do? That's too big. No, I didn't even press A there. I pressed X. I didn't even call for the ball. This game is hot garbage. Anyway, going back to injuries and stuff. If we get rid of our turf and put in grass like Shaq Thompson would like, he's been advocating for that for a few years now. And I feel like fans have been advocating it for the league for years now. Take out the turf, man. Who cares? Get rid of it. I do not care. Put in grass. And it's not like there's not going to be any more injuries on grass. Like, there is. But it's going to be a lot less than on the turf. There's like 7 ACLs every year that get torn because of turf field. Not a real stat, by the way, but I feel like that's right. And, man, how do I manage to run into the only guys in front of me? That is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Also, I skipped it, but I earned ball carrier vision upgrades. And I can't break a single tackle, so we have 8 yards catching, like 10 yards running, and a whole lot of wanting to die. Actually got 19 yards rushing, if it matters. It doesn't really matter, though. Last week we were at 6 rushes for like 70 yards. And now we're at 6 for 19. Nobody can catch. See, this is why I don't like playing on higher difficulties. It's not that like, oh, I suck and I can't do it. I do suck, I get that part. But the game plays for you. It never lets you play. I don't know if you guys have a similar experience. And I know I mention it literally every single time something bad happens. But it's a fact at this point. It's a fact that the game is dumb. Lets me run after the catch, though, this time. Run to the middle. Probably should have ran out of bounds instead, but we have a minute 23. We have plenty to work with here. We're almost in field goal range as well. See if we could get some points, not be shut out this first half. Probably shouldn't have called for that, but we get it, and we get a run out of bounds for the first. So that ended up pretty good, but I was just calling it because I saw Minshew going out of the pocket. So I was like, if he goes out of the pocket, this is going to be not good for us. So goes to me. And look at that. Do I get in for the touchdown? No. I swear I was in for the touchdown right there, but we are now going to be in right here for it, hopefully. Give me the blocks. Give me the blocks. And there we go. I keep forgetting to do my bowling animation. But we get another touchdown, boys. Gorgeous. And we start the third with the ball. Still only 19 rush yards, which is terrible for a first half, but we do end up getting a touchdown. How is that a loss of yards? I was past my offensive lineman, and we lose yards on that. That is no bueno. Only down 3 now, so hopefully one of these times I could bust a run out like that a little bit. 9 rushes, 24 yards. That is just so bad. It is not good. My stats are going to be inflated from how many carries I get. Minshew, though, gets us a first down, passing to the Jesus, I cannot speak. Davante Adams. 3 minutes left in the third already. 2 minutes into this drive. That's what I'm saying. Like, this goes quick. Give it to me. Gain of 9. I got some good receiving yards so far. I just got clocked. But as a receiver, I'm doing all right. If we could get another touchdown here, I'll just possession catch that so we get the first. And we're going to go back to running the ball. This does not look like it's going to be open to me. I have Clowney on this side. Just don't make it look like Michigan game. Was that against Michigan? I think it was against Michigan where he popped that guy and his helmet flew off. One of the most iconic college plays. Yet, I don't know the teams because I just started watching college this year. I know Clowney was on South Carolina. I can tell you that. Because that was a big story about him coming to the Panthers this year. Is returning home. Minute left in the third. This drive has taken 10 years and 13 days. Not going to complain, though, as long as we get the touchdown. And it looks like a big gain here. First and goal to the 5. We have a chance to steal a touchdown here for some people. I doubt it happens. I don't know if running left would be better for me. We're going to try it. Just take it to the outside, and we lose 17,000 million yards. Okay, well, we're not going to get a touchdown here because of me. So we get a touchdown here because of Gardner Minshew. That was a pass to me, by the way. Why would you pass that to me? You know how this game's route running is. It's dumb. It's not going to let me through. Like, why would you pass that to me? Okay, third and goal. This drive has gone downhill since we got to the 5-yard line, and it's just been like 2 plays. And look at me with the Texas route, huh? And I forgot the bowling animation again. How many times am I going to forget that? It's like the most important part of this entire game right now is my bowling animation. I keep forgetting, but we do take the lead with 5 minutes left in the fourth. And it's already our ball 40 seconds later. We're down at the 2. Oh, boy. They know how to back us up in this game. These teams don't mess around. And actually, I think I might be on All-Pro, not even All-Madden. Oh, no, that was my franchise mode. I switched that too. I should be on All-Madden. Can't be for certain, but I think we're on All-Madden still. Gain of 28. Not a gain of 28. I have 28 rushing yards is what I meant to say. And now it's 27 rushing yards. This game, man, this game's garbage. I can tell you for a fact the Panthers are easy to run on. And I can't get a singular yard ever. I'm almost at a yard a carry. Okay, that's an interception. Gardner, you throw like a freaking middle school quarterback. I swear to you. Panthers are going to take the lead back here, so we're going to have a final drive, most likely, to try and get our lead back and win this game. But, you know, anything could happen, I guess. We could stop them, but we don't. Should have known. And we got 2 minutes, 30 seconds to get any freaking points. Minshew can never throw. I can never run. This game is just garbage. But I do have 2 touchdowns. So, how do you have 2 touchdowns? Like, look at that. Do you see where he's passing to? This guy is a Neanderthal. 2nd and 10 after that interesting pass. Could have gone to me, but I'll take it going to Brock Bowers. He was pretty open. 163 passing yards, a touchdown and interception from Gardner today. So that is way better than my 14 rushes, 27 yards, not even 2 yards per carry here. 2-minute warning, down 3, need points. Let's end this game hot. How about that, huh? I don't remember how many receiving yards I got. I think I'm doing pretty decent there, so I guess total yards ain't terrible. And man, look at the blocks, dude. They don't stay for more than a second. That is just terrible. These defenders, I wish played like this in real life. Our defense is a weak point for the Panthers. Could have gone to me once again. I don't know who it went to, but it's a first down at the 25. They say poor route running. Is that because I ran up at the top of my route instead of going all the way to the left? Because that was pretty decent in my opinion. Davante Adams could not get it. That's Gardner's fault. He couldn't lace it all the way there. Man, we got a minute 30 left. We only need 3 points. I'm running this halfback zone. Give me the ball. Let me make some magic happen. I can't get to the outside, but I don't want to run it inside because I know that guy wouldn't have got the block for more than 2 seconds. This game sucks. No, I don't want to. I don't want to run it. I don't want to run it. Let me switch it back. That should go to me 9 times out of 10. 7 days a week, that should go to me. What was that? I was wide open. Nobody was on me. Gardner, you need to go to an eye doctor. And we missed the field goal? How do we miss a field goal? I don't know. But we lose the final game of the day. Gardner did look like he outplayed Bryce Young, though, so that's interesting. But that was awful from me. Well, boys, that's going to do it for this episode of Road to Glory / Superstar Mode. We start the season 1 and 2 in our first few regular season games. However, we do get like 3 touchdowns, and we had 1 decent rushing game. So, could be worse. Still a rookie. Got some things figured out. I don't know how long I'm going to be doing this. I want to try and win a Super Bowl. But at the same time, I kind of want to do the wide receiver still. Like, I'm liking this again more than I was before we, declare for the draft. But I don't know. A part of me wants me to start with a 5-star in college. So, we'll see. I'm going to be playing this for a while, but I know that you can only have one transfer person for at a time, if that makes sense. It probably doesn't make sense, but I can only move one player from college to the NFL one at a time. My English right now is terrible. Hope you understand what I was trying to say, though. Anyway, appreciate y'all for watching, and I shall see you in the next one. Peace.